We are told that this is what liberty looks like. Neoliberalism is an attempt to build a machinery of freedom, in the words of David Friedman, in which human beings are economic creatures first and foremost. Everything we do should be about maximizing utility, whether it's in a relationship, in a job, or in social situations. The self is just an entrepreneurial project. The body is just human capital, a set of resources, whether the brain, the breasts, or the biceps, which can be put to work generating an income stream. This affects everyone, but women most of all. Women are more likely than men to perform labor that is socially necessary but low-waged, or unwaged, and more likely to need public services and welfare. In this nominally freer and more equal world, most women end up doing more work for less reward and feeling pressured to conform more closely to gender norms. Neoliberalism, while extolling the career woman, reviles poor women, women of color, sex workers and single mothers as hopeless dependents, sluts and thieves. That's why the career woman is a neoliberal hero. She triumphs on the market's own terms without overturning any hierarchies. The career woman is the new aspirational ideal for young girls everywhere. She is a walking CV. Her clothing, makeup, and cosmetic surgery choices merely means of upgrading her erotic capital to generate more income for herself or her boss. She is always beautiful, invariably white, and almost entirely fictional. Nonetheless, it is her freedom that is prioritized, as states across the world cut services and provisions for poor women while championing the cause of women in boardrooms. Neoliberalism colonizes our dreams. It cannibalizes our ideals of freedom and regurgitates them as strategies of social control. This is a feminist book in that it raises feminist politics as a solution to the colonization of the most essential of our passions by money and hegemony. It also has dirty bits. If you're only interested in those, skip to pages 231 to 4. I started writing this book in the middle of a student occupation, curled up with the laptop on my knees while young people staggered in, bruised and shaken, having seen their friends cuffed and beaten for daring to stand in front of their parliament building and demand a better future. I wrote the rest in notebooks, in strange apartments above occupied public squares, as police and protesters clashed on the wasted dreamscapes of neoliberalism. I watched the young, naive, middle-class women and men of the 21st century learn the true nature of the world they live in. I watched all this happening, and I believe that there is hope. I believe that if anything can save us in this fraught and dazzling future, it is the rage of women and girls, of queers and freaks and sinners. I believe that the revolution will be feminist, and that when it comes, it will be more intimate and more shocking than we have dared to imagine. This book will not help you find a man, fix your hair, or keep your job. This is a book about love and sex, beauty and disgust, power and passion and technology. It is a book about the intimate territory of unrest. I wrote it in unfamiliar cities, in conversation with teenage runaways, radical feminists, anarchists, hipster kids, sex workers, mad artists, convicted criminals, transsexual activists, and sad young women in small towns longing for adventure. This is for the others, as one of the others, as one of those who will never be satisfied with good enough, with free enough, with equality for some. This is for the unspeakable ones, the unnatural ones, the ones who upset people, who do not do as they are told, who speak when they shouldn't, and refuse to smile when they are supposed on demand.